King Caleb, written by T.J.H. Levesque, illustrated by D.M. Jennison. King Caleb, illustrated by D.M. Jennison, L.J.H. Robson Printing, 2004, Maine. Once upon a time, in a make-believe land not so far away, there was a kind old king named Caleb. One morning, as King Caleb was about to get out of bed, one of his courtmen started knocking on his door very loudly. "Yes, yes, you may enter," the king yelled out while wiping the sleep from his eyes. In rushed the courtman. As he went down on one knee, he spoke. "Your Majesty, your kingdom is in great trouble." "What has happened?" the king asked, giving his full attention to the man before him. "Your pet dragon has the hiccups, and every time he hiccups, he shoots fire out his nose," the man replied, looking very worried. The king was flabbergasted. He jumped out of bed and ran to the window. Below, in a field to the right, the king could see his beloved pet, and sure enough, he could also see fire shoot out his nose. There were singed trees and houses missing roofs. King Caleb dressed as fast as he could and went to the field to help his pet. Now, don't you worry, my boy. We will get you help," the king said as he rubbed the dragon's head. He was a young dragon, and nothing like this had ever happened before, and the king was not sure what to do. After thinking for a short while, the king proclaimed, "Anyone who can cure my dragons of his hiccups will be rewarded with 10 gold coins." Right away, people started to step up with their sure-fired way to cure the hiccups. The first was a lady with a warm smile. "Well, my good lady, how will you cure my dragon?" the king asked. "Your Highness, he need only hold his breath as long as he can, and when he can no longer, he should slowly let his breath out. Do this twice, then they will go away," she replied. "I hope you are right," the king said, crossing his fingers. Taking the deepest breath he could, the dragon did as he was told. 3 minutes passed, and the king's pet slowly exhaled, and quickly took a second breath. When he could hold his breath no longer, he exhaled again. In the middle of letting all of his air out, he did it again. Hic-poof! And fire shot out his nose. The lady walked away sad she could not help. Next, the courtman yelled out to the crowd. A young man with dark hair walked up and said, "Your Majesty, all the dragon has to do is drink a few buckets of water while upside down." "So be it," the king replied, hopeful that this cure would work. On a small hill, the dragon laid on his back while some daring young men poured into his mouth. Just as the last bucket was poured, he did it again. Hic-poof! And more fire shot out his nose. More and more people came forward to help King Caleb's dragon. One lady suggested he run back and forth across the field, and that failed. Try after try did not work, and after looking at his pet's sore, chapped nose, the king was about to give up. The dragon had just gotten done shooting fire out his nose when a small girl walked up to him and said, "Hello, dragon. My name is Sabrina, and I am going to help you. You look so tired." She then reached up to pat his head. Settling down beside the dragon, Sabrina started to sing. "Close your eyes and take a slow breath. Now you need to get some rest." The dragon yawned and really started to relax as Sabrina continued to sing. "In the morning, when the sun starts to rise, that's when you can open your eyes." Sabrina let the song fade away when she heard the dragon start to snore. Quietly, the people all left the field so they would not wake the sleeping dragon. "Well done," the king whispered, not even looking at the small girl. "Here are your 10 gold coins." King Caleb started to say, but stopped himself when he finally looked down at Sabrina. The child was cuddled up to the dragon, fast asleep. "It can wait till tomorrow," the king thought to himself. Retrieving a blanket from his coach, King Caleb placed it over Sabrina and his pet. The end. I hope you have enjoyed King Caleb and His Hiccuping Dragon by T.J.H. Levesque and illustrated by D.M. Jennison. Thank you.